It is it's about 40 degrees. It is so cold outside. You can't even smoke joint or cigarette, but just coffee. But it's a cappuccino. Uh, I will be doing past life readings again. I'm gonna do it immediately after I finish the stream, right? I got two people to see Ivan, the birth chart, and uh, Larson, Jesse, that's it, the Pisces girl. And now I know the person that wanted the 25 for 25, trying to find it. Um, so I finally found her. I haven't heard from Atticus from Pakistan yet. And I have another person. So this weekend I will be completing all of the birth charts that I do and been delayed. And I've sent the videos and stuff. I had to go and hire Prudhomme and really start putting like it's after this Scorpio full moon or new moon, it has put me on fire as far as getting work and getting projects done and charts and done, and also preparing for the school. I had to redo the whole curriculum and structure and all that, and speak to my attorneys about the incorporating of the LLC again. Because my ops who took my money and my identity, they took out loans and all kinds of shit, which affected the company. That's what they wanted, to destroy it financially. Um, thank God that that's also being balanced out. Uh, so I'm pretty good about that, because that was a nightmare, and I've been finding out more and more what was actually done, and then the family, and then my exes, and what they've done, and I uh, just diabolical, diabolical, terrible. From your own family, friends, and ex-lovers, you have no room to run for safety anywhere. But that's exactly what caused not only me, but many of you, collective, to go inward and connect to source. It was the only way that I was going to win this. The only way you, collective, if you're still within it, must fight. And the fight is not you retaliating or forging new weapons against them. No, you fight back by aligning with source. And you know what source says? Don't worry, I got this. And that's why I'm very peaceful and very serene, despite what's going on, because I made that connection, I'm that protected. So nothing's gonna happen to me anymore. But it took the external environment to put many of us into crisis, so that we can break away from that which is causing unhappiness, whether in secret or openly, and then go within. And when you do that, you tap into many resources that you never thought you had. So there is a positive to evil. There is a positive to crisis, because it takes you out of your comfort zone and forces to develop the divinity within you. You look at it from that perspective, you have a whole different attitude about crisis and situations that can be uncomfortable to confront. Knowing this, that there's a purpose for it, can make the blows that these crises may bring us, we can take it a little easier. There's more understanding of why it has to be this way. That's the only thing that's going to cause us to be distracted from material concerns and go inward. It's like being boxed into a corner. This is what I would like to see more tarot card readers say. Because many of them have a lot to say, and they create narratives and storylines that's just amazing. Some of them with no knowledge of the cause specifically, and others winging it, and others connected but still too young to understand the whole fulcrum of human experience. It really does take someone much older in their 40s, 50s, with a well-rounded education to be a good tarot reader. Not that the ones that are existing here are bad. If they're just young, and spirit and transformation doesn't happen overnight. It happens gradually. If they have the right motivation to do tarot. If it's about money and clout, eventually spirit will wean those out, and you won't see them anymore. No, but because some people are in this for the wrong reason. Alrighty. I don't, not too happy. As a high priest, it's my job, as it is with all high priests and magicians, occultists. We are responsible for guiding these other uh, on their way as magicians, which is part of the initiation that they have to go through. It's up to us to help them, train them, and make sure that they are learning properly the rightful use of these cards with their numbers, names, colors, symbols, and this is not being paid attention to. Again, not all tarot card readers are occultists, but all occultists are tarot card readers. No, being a tarot card reader won't make you an occultist. You actually have to study the shit. No, and I hope many of these young tarot card readers are on their way to want to learn to then become real serious initiates, in which then spirit will begin to teach them how to read the cards in a particular way. I've been doing this my whole life, learning academically and everything. But when I do tarot card reading, I'm saying something completely different than what's in the cards. So it's almost contradictory that I want the young people to take heed of that. But at any time, it can happen to me, and I'd be no different than them. Because spirit works uniquely with each individual person, including tarot readers. So there's no right or wrong way to do tarot reading in the end, because spirit speaks to all of us in a different way. In the end, the symbols of these cards really continue either way or any way or in spite of, it still delivers what it's supposed to, and at the time that it's supposed to. And that's the actual divinity of the tarot. Don't forget that tarot backwards spells Torah, the sacred text of the Jews. Okay? Hello, who's here? Hello, hello, hello. Dear Fernando, trying to call you. Who are you? Who's trying to call me? Because I check the emails now. Not the emails. I check the text now. I do it every morning and every evening to make sure I don't miss anybody. Um, if you picking me up live and you want me to know you, make sure that when you do text me, you put down your chat name so I can connect it to you. Okay? Thank you, thank you. I feel good too. And I do believe that by next year of the new year, I will have my whole teeth situation healed and completely under control. That was the spells and all that. But I survived it. Thanks to my source, who always walks in front of me. I seem alone, but I'm never alone. Alrighty, let's do some collective reading. Let's do them properly, and because these are energies, that don't mean that it's actually manifesting. These energies, if we give energy to them, then they become real. But and then there's some information in the tarot that will come regardless of whether the person said it correctly or didn't. But energies are constantly changing. If your thoughts change, the reading, first of all, reading on you, right? And I'm picking up your thoughts. If you come back tomorrow and you change your mind about those thoughts from yesterday, when I do a reading on you, that's going to be reflected also. It's not sticks and stones, which is why I don't embellish, I don't create narratives, I don't add more than what needs to be, because it could manifest, but most likely it doesn't. Huh? Unless there's a theme that has to be repeated and you see it constantly, then yes, the more you see the same spread in the tarot every day, every other day, the more it's closer to manifesting. No, so people have to understand that these are just potential energies, that they don't have to manifest the way we see them. It can happen in another way, or it's something that's been shown that may happen in the future, or has already happened. And since we don't control the linear history of time, we can only guess what or when these images manifest in the real time in 3D. No, and we get clues and we get hints. One of them is the constant repetition of the spread saying the same thing or similar to it. That means that it's getting closer to manifestation and it's less vague or abstract. I don't believe the tarot card reading is ever vague or abstract. It's being made like that today by people who are uninitiated and are non-occultists. And this is what they do. It may work for them, it might not. God is not rigid. Spirit is not rigid. It's mutable, changeable. So it works for them as well as the more traditional, linear, the right way to understand the nature of tarot, to then read a spread. It will be completely different than someone who may not know these principles. Alright? So let's read. And one other thing, then you have those readers that will actually hear the creator talk to them or whatever archon is there to assist in the reading, independent of the symbols of these cards. See, so there's always an exception. So that's why one cannot say that this tarot card reader is better than this one. Both are fulfilling a purpose, a function, in their own unique way. Making everything I just said a bunch of crap. Basically, it's a circle. Because I don't understand the creator as much as the next guy. That's why we're all in the same boat. Okay. Okay. Let's talk to me. Collective reading for the collective, and that includes the ops. Okay. That includes the ops. At the back of the deck, we have the Five of Cups. Deep regret. So I don't get the feeling that this is you, collective. I get the feeling that it's the ops. The number 5, which is conflict, Leo energy. Okay. Eight of Cups. Someone is giving up something. Someone is walking away from another person, a situation, someone you know, someone you're thinking of. The Eight of Cups. Each cup represents an offer, but each cup has been rejected by the other person or the situation at hand. By the time they reach the 8th cup, which is Scorpio energy, there is a death here. The death of trying to fit in or accept someone's offer. He or she is being rejected. The Eight of Cups represents attempts at doing something. Some of these outs have been trying to offer you something that's fraudulent that can hurt you and keep you broke. You know this, so you reject these offers. They've tried and tried and tried. So now they're walking away. They're giving up because they cannot infiltrate you. Because the cups is with the emotions and the inner knowing of you. Somebody wants to stay attached to you, collective. But you don't want, many of you, not all of you don't want anything to do with these people, especially with an ex. This is also Scorpio energy. Number 8 is Scorpio, 8 of Cups. This is very symbolic to the King of Cups, which is also Scorpio energy. Okay, so this is Scorpio here that is giving up and walking away. But because it's 8 cups, this can also be a group of people walking away from a situation that they are not getting an emotional, the cups, response to. Okay. And another thing, the mountains in front of him suggests karma. It'll be difficult to go back the way you came from. It's a possibility that the person's sense of ego consciousness may die before he crosses those mountains. And it's in keeping with the number 8, which is Scorpio transformation. This can be a good transformation or a bad one, as in physical death. So a lot of people don't, or a lot of tarot readers don't realize that this card also symbolizes physical death with the number 8 vibration of Scorpio, which rules life or death, symbolically or literally, the death of the physical body. Okay. Okay. Because, you know, we all have to go sometime, right? Okay. Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands next to the 8 of Cups means that this person was in a childish energy, reckless energy. This is the Don Juan of the zodiac. And it's almost like he experienced the same pain and betrayal that he caused others. What goes around comes around. What came before will come again. So this is not a young person though, but this is the energy of this person. I'm getting here, believe it or not only the Scorpio person here, but I'm also picking up, which is the King of Cups, but I'm also picking up Virgo and the anti-hero, which is the Hermit, and it's reverse, but it's also the Wands in the reverse. So both men are having blockages and frustration because they're not getting you, collective, to do what they want. This is narcissistic behavior. This is about a relationship. Okay? So both the King of Wands experience and the King of Cups, both these emperors have experienced heartbreak, heartache, and karma coming back to them in the exact and equal measure that they caused this to others, mainly you, collective. So, but there's another relationship that's forming. And these men are terrified of being left out, abandoned, ignored, forgotten, and many of you starting anew or fresh. But this doesn't necessarily has to mean love, even though the cups are here. This can also mean business, a business opportunity, a contract that involves, different from the lover's card, which is also contractual, but it's among families, with families, and for the creation of more family. It lends to the Ten of Pentacles, the generational wealth. Right? The Two of Cups is different. It can gravitate towards love. Let's say you fall in love with the person who helped you or rescued you, but in a healthy way, or you're making a business deal with someone, and it is business, but then it turns into something else. That's also represented by the Two of Cups. And these apps are terrified of either one coming up reality for you, collective. Hmm. Hmm. There's the Emperor. There's the Emperor. He mean too. He look mean. He is opposing this. I'm getting the energy. Well, if I can have you, no one can have you. No. And this is where the obsession begins to grow and can make this person to stalk you and even go as far as hurt you or the person of your interest. You know, this is obsessive energy. Rage of angels. They don't want to. Look at, he ready. He can't even stand still on the chair. So you can, look at him. He got one hand on the post and the sword resting in the arm with his thigh because it's so heavy. And he ready to like get up like, you know, look at him. Because he does not want to see this union happen. Because if it does, collective, many of you, you know, don't want anything to do with this person. Very toxic. It was many of you were in this relationship for years, accepting, you know, emotional abuse, neglect, dismissal, X, Y, and Z, and all in the name of love. Please keep that kind of fucking love. So it's sick, it's dysfunctional, it's sociopathic, it's psychotic. Look at that. Five of Swords. Winning at all costs. This emperor wants to win at all costs in stopping this union. It runs like a soap opera. When it comes to me, I've been in a relationship for 12 years. It was heaven and hell. I am not looking to jump back into another relationship. So this doesn't apply to me because I certainly don't feel about being in a relationship. Commitment. No, I 12 years, let me rest for a minute. Let me focus on my bag and rebuilding my empires. I don't know if that's the same way you feel, collective, but it should be. You don't want to depend on anybody for anything. True partnership requires that each person is fully actualized, fully independent, and self-sustained before you get involved with somebody else. Learn that. And I took a hit financially, so I need to repay that. Before that, no romance. No romance. I can flirt and date, but to be a commitment, I'm not ready for that. Just came out of 12 years. That's enough. And experienced many losses. But you know, I don't care about that either. Because the more you lose, the more you get. It's an opportunity to acquire more. And that is how the wealthy think, which is why they're always abundant. Or they won't be wealthy. Those are principles, laws to follow. money has its laws too. Someone is experiencing, damn, it just gets better, doesn't it? Someone is experiencing poverty. They've lost everything. And this is the reverse King of Wands, the Virgo anti-hero. From some of you, it's Sagittarius, Capricorn, Libra, and Pisces. Not Pisces, there was one more, Capricorn. Yeah, because they tried to defeat you, the universe put them in poverty. Number 5, conflict. Number 5, conflict. This is how you read tarot. When you pay attention to this, you don't have to guess or things. It tells you right there. See? Please call for a reading, a tarot reading, 281-690-8825. You can also donate and give in ZELLE or CashApp, FERNA number 5 NDO. Make sure you look at the description box. 3. Another number 5, Taurus. This is the Queen of Wands. There's the cat. Is that confirming witchcraft? She also is experiencing poverty. So I'm getting that this is the killer couple. The low down hussy, Jezebel. Gold digging hussy. This is Taurus. Imagine Taurus and the one from Florida. So see, it comes out here. Number 5 is Taurus, 5 of Pentacles. Severe poverty, because they were trying to fuck with this. Okay, let us let's read on the Emperor. Okay, let's go a little deeper and find out what's going on with this Emperor, which you all know is the King of Wands in the reverse, or Virgo, the Hermit. Not the Hermit, which is the principle and philosophy of the Hermit. No, when it's in the personality level, it is the actual person that could be a Virgo or Gemini who has strong Virgo placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node, and possibly Venus. Here we have, they're stuck. They can't go anywhere. They run out of money. And the rest of the money that they got put away, it's in offshore accounts, which is why it's not traceable, but that's being discovered now. I think there's prison. This Emperor is going to prison. He cannot escape. The 6 of Swords. That's why he's mad. They want to apologize. Of course you want to apologize, because you've lost everything. There's nothing else to lose. You lost everything, and you certainly don't have anything to offer. So now you want to apologize. Only because they're in hot water, and they're poor, and sick. Because I'm getting a sense of illness, like real serious. Doctors cannot stop the onset of the disease. Something here is acting like syphilis, which is a horrible word to God. This STD or STI, whatever you call it, is mimicking syphilis, and it's attacking the mind. This is a horrible death. But then what they did to you, collective, is, even for among the gods, is unforgivable. this person showed you no mercy. So now he's gonna have to die in mercy. Everything comes back. Everything comes back. Very unfortunate to learn like this. Uh-huh. The King of Cups. Scorpio energy. Next to the Page of Cups, he wants to apologize. But he also runs the risk of going to prison. And for him, which is a shocker to me, it's being a pedophile or having sex with underage children. This keeps coming out a lot here. And I know that the King of Wands engaged in this. So is the Queen of Wands, the Taurus energy. But the King of Cups is other stuff. Ooh! And this person was recorded on tape without his knowledge. And they're using this to blackmail. This is the blackmail that's talked about in the sex videos with underage children. What? If the police finds this out, this is the fear that they don't want to come out. This comes out. Do you I gotta be careful what I say because of YouTube. But let me tell you, you'd rather kill yourself before they put you in jail, in prison. Because they will kill you in prison for doing this. So you're fucked. This is fierce. With my own partner, I never knew that. I never saw it coming. This was the secret that was being hidden. And I was with this person for 12 years. That tells you how deep the secretive and privacy nature of Scorpio is. There's a lot to be said about that. But this is what's going on. And that the spirit's telling me that it's only a fraction of the whole iceberg. There's far more. There's embezzling the traffic, tearing. Oh, there's so much more going on here. They said that this is going to reach the news. That's how big. This is connected to Cup. Scorpio energy. These are all Scorpio activities, by the way. Mm-hmm. 2, 4. They can't sleep. This emperor and both emperors, King of Cups and the King of Wands in the reverse, coming out as the emperor, can't sleep, can't eat, can't piss, can't file, can't do nothing. They're in despair. They know that this is coming out next to the King of Cups. Look at him. He didn't know what to do. It's like the universe set them up. Just like they try to set you up, they got set up by the Most High. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ooh! It just keeps getting better. Next to the Nine of Swords. These people are going through some shit. Karma is having a field day. Ooh. Listen, I have forgiven them a long time ago. This was not towards me, it's towards the Creator. This is personal towards the Creator. You know? And the Creator is like, let them come through, let's see what they're gonna do. I give the ops, even though they're dangerous and they try to destroy your collective, I gotta give them their props. I gotta give my enemies their props. Because you gotta have heart to do this. And go against the Creator at all costs, even if it means dying. That takes courage to do that. I wish I would have used that energy in something positive and productive instead of attacking you. But these ops, they got heart. They got heart. This is to their credit. they got heart towards an entitlement that's not even theirs. How crazy is that? Guys, thank you so much. I will be back on the stream to do the past life readings. Give me about 10 minutes. Alright? And I'm going to stick to it unless I got readings to fulfill. I still got 3, but those I want to do later on. Like after 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I want to do those readings. Stay up most of the night doing them. Okay, guys, thank you so much.